Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3 in our Japanese Empire. We are in August 75 and we see our Emperor Yamato in new fancy uniform or clothing, since we adopted Western style clothing now. And yeah, making Japanese more and more Western, or pushing our westernization efforts. At the same time, we couldn't get the recognition of Russia when we fought them alongside, when they were fighting the Qing alongside, the Russians were fighting alongside the Qing versus us, okay, sorry. And in this first Sino-Japanese war, we were beating the Qing, got here the province of Shenjing, and Korea got an independent country. At least not a tributary anymore, which will open us, or makes it an easier entrance for us for further investments into China or Eastern Asia. We also saw that France got a huge chunk here of China as well, next to the United States. So yeah, the Europeans are getting very interested in China. And we saw this big war where Germany tried to subjugate Greece, and with defeat for the Germans that had to pay some war reparations to the Greeks. All right. Then let's just go in and see where we're going with our Japanese Empire. And we do have some solid plus, and once again I want to use this situation maybe to extend a little bit of our construction capacities. Maybe down here we only have 5. All right, maybe one more. Come on, and Hokkaido can one more done as well. Oh, and this one is pretty interesting. So maybe we have to do this actually first. Okay, gantry cranes unlocked. Useful in construction and transportation, gantry cranes are large enough to straddle the width of a ship. This gives them a sturdiness that means that they can lift the heaviest loads a ship can possibly carry. Alright, first of all, we can bring our ports to a new level, but we can switch them to industrial ports. And this is pretty important because this will basically not demand any clippers anymore. However, we'll need steamers. And this will allow us basically now for an entire change of industry of our naval system. So let's go. We will switch to the industrial ports over here. We will change the shipyards here to steamships. All right. We will do some... it's not done yet. It's not done yet. So careful. We need to go for the fishing wharves and switch them to steam trawlers. We need to go to the whaling stations and switch them to steam-powered whalers. And we do need to... What was there actually a plantation? Just so we... Oh, we can do sugar plantation somewhere. In New Guinea. Okay, interesting. Actually, let's get 2 out. We had problems with sugar. Let's do it. This was a side effect, sorry. And we do have, of course, switched the naval bases to ironclads. All right, destroyers we didn't research yet. Okay, and now we've got to observe how this develops. Shipyards are all on only the moment. We're just doing civilian shipbuilding, but we need military ones as well. So let's just take one of the shipyards and change them, and then yeah, we gotta, to be honest, now it's gonna be an interesting one to see how the prices develop. Oh, we need more coal. Okay, this is something. First of all, these prices look kind of stable and fine. Yeah, coal is the thing. Coal is the thing, and clippers. Yeah, who is using them in Hawaii? Yeah, I don't care. To be honest, if you want to fish with clippers in Hawaii, guys, then you need to build your own clippers. But coal it is, okay. Can we import coal quickly to help us a little bit out from Johorian? Yeah, why not? Johori is down here, right? So from Indonesia, but the rest is like really tiny and not really interesting amounts. But then we definitely need to develop our coal mines even more. We were going here to 12. Let's go Sakhalin also a bit to 5, and here we are going to 30, so let's go to 35. Let's see where this is. And we just, maybe these ports and barracks are secondary, or at least I will take back a couple of them. because coal has priority now, as well as the naval bases, just a couple of them. Oh. Interesting, interesting. Oh. Suddenly we have a quite full list over here. So a good idea to extend the construction capacities. Yeah, let's see. Iron core, that's completed. Okay, let's have a look at this one. A doctrine of iron and steam. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare. Near impervious to traditional types of shot, Admiral Hayao Tachibana assures us that Japanese dominion of the seas will be absolute. While wooden ships with iron men might beat iron ships with wooden men, it sure does not hurt to have the armor on our side. It definitely doesn't. And let's see what we can do. This will make our line of battle invincible. Navy defense for 10 years. Navy offense and Navy defense. Metal bows, metal rams, what could go wrong? Japan rules the wave, or power projection. I mean, the problem about the power projection would be nice to get more, but the unrecognized, we are like, there's only countries that are being unrecognized in front, recognized in front of us. I'm not really sure if we can get this so easily. If this helps us massively, so maybe we actually go for our... Pretty sure also we can support more declared interest now. Let's go to the conservative actually. We saw we had problems also with the Russians, so let's just get the day defense a bit up. All right, then which means we do have the low market access. Quickly get this out of the way. It's on the way already. Coal is expensive. Okay, we knew, and unproductive routes. Okay. We do have isolated state regions still. Changing is isolated. How come? Is there no port? There's no port over there? Okay. Interesting. There's also no buildings, so just sufficient farmers. Interesting. Sufficiency farmers. Let's... Flippers, I don't care right now. Let's do the interest. We can declare one more, okay. And as I said, maybe then we'll find... With the interest, I mean, we can also get new trade partners. So I think it could be we're trading already with the States. The Canadians are in the British markets. So, okay, let's go for Central America now, or for Mexico. Or over here. Let's maybe South America first, actually. La Plata, there's tons of countries that we can trade now with, that's interesting. And we work our way up. Actually, this just maybe we have to establish it first. Anybody that could give us some more coal? Not really. And after all these buildings, we also have to tackle the taxation topic again. And also we want more bureaucracy to improve our institutions, so... Yeah. Or we need technological advancement here as well. I guess the telephones will be quite handy for government capacity. Nevertheless, a little bit of government capacity is necessary here too. It's nice to see now with the increasing construction possibilities also how many things being built at the same time. How Japan is really full with productivity these days. And also that Sapporo now is kind of... The Japanese population is growing over here and we get control over Hokkaido. Same with Sakhalin as well, nice. La Plata trade is also activated. Do they have coal for me? No, they don't. Do they want coffee from me? Why do I have so much coffee? Coffee plantation. Maybe there's no big demand. Yeah, of course. Does anybody want sulfur? We have quite cheap steamers. Okay, that's maybe our ironclads are also cheap. Maybe let's still change, not as cheap as the steamers. So let's try to get more. This is a very sensitive one, you know, like adjusting, I feel like adjusting the shipyards is always pretty pretty, yeah, you have to play around a lot. But this looks acceptable to me. Ironclad's pretty cheap. Can we sell our ships? Oh, the Chileans take. Why not give the South Americans some Japanese ships? And the dye, alright, yes. Oh, the North Germans and the British really crave some dye. I mean, it's not our main economy that we want to rely on, but as long as it makes sense. Americans, some more furniture, okay. Yeah, and these dye export routes are going to grow a lot, actually. How's the engine market looking like? Engines at 5%. We can even increase then our other plantations because we had some research success recently. Tobacco, sugar. I mean, they have to be built anyways. Let's do cotton first. Cotton price will go down, which will just be helpful for our other industries. And as once again, the prediction from the switch from the overlay was a little bit problematically wrong. Are we importing? Then maybe not, then let's... Yeah, I think this is looking still good. And then maybe let's just switch also the tobacco ones. Last ones. Leading to pretty cheap tobacco. Let's do export some if we can. No, we cannot. Well. And Italy improves relations. Yeah, that is... Wait, what? I never looked at Europe on the market map. So, Spain... And Spain took, first of all, Spain took Libya here. I didn't see this. Spain is part of the North German market, alright, in alliance with Italy, in a customs union with Germany. Italy is a customs union with Germany. Is it okay? And a defense pact with Russia and alliance. So this is pretty. And Austria still is in the pact with the French. And in the French market. And Ottomans are also in the north. So the Germans are Scandinavians also. Wow. So it looks like that the North German Federation is really building up a strong... a really big and strong market. It's almost like the EU now, but this is not something I don't see so often. Wow. Is there any... I'm actually not sure. Can I like see how big the market is by just comparing it by, I don't know, traded value? Well, how much is in there to just compare it? No, can't really. Or let me know if this is a good comparison. I would love to see is the French market, the Russian market with the Chinese. It's a huge market. Portugal is still independent. Industrial grade materials. The industrialists find the high price of steel in the capital an impediment to their ambitions and would like us to prioritize importing it. My business associates abroad say I run my business with an iron fist. It may sound intimidating, but it is in fact a rather humiliating joke at my expense. They're looking to imply that I'm getting rusty. Alright, they want that we import some steel. Yeah, but come on, we build our own steel. We have very happy industrialists, so it's fine. Oh, and we discovered oil here in Shenzhen. I didn't know that this is over there. I mean, later it's going to be helpful. A tiny bit where we can build oil rigs. However, oil at the moment is not a problem at all. Even more through the whaling we do get a lot of... Oh, steel got really expensive. Are we extending? Yeah, we're extending our steel mines a lot. Steel mills. So all good. Yeah, the important ones, the expensive goods already in... are we expanding all these capacities to produce more of this? Maybe even some more motors would be nice. Yeah. And yeah, with the growing navy, because we hire more things, we can also declare more interest now. And yeah, we started here, so let's go slightly up. Let's do the Americas first before we move our interest to Europe. How do we get the recognition of somebody? Because nobody wants an alliance with us. It would be lovely to have one. I don't know where it depends on our military power, if we're not strong enough. Maybe let's also just increase some barracks, to be honest. Apart from Shenzhen, maybe... I like right now round numbers, so... Okay, and here maybe in Sakhalin, let's get also tiny battalions out. Maybe even here in the Pacific, everywhere a garrison, let's say. Yeah, let's call it garrisons, exactly. Some barracks over here can't be too bad. Yeah, Clippers import shortage still not a problem at all. Are we still at 3? We can speed up a bit again. Koumei is still only 45, so I think we can expect still like at least 20 years or maybe even into the 20th century the rule of Koumei. And I'm a little bit surprised that we don't see any big uprisings here in the American or French China. How come there's no big uprisings here? Yeah, here's a turmoil, yeah, sure. Okay, so Guatemala has refused to become the protectorate of Great Britain, okay. More steel mills, oh yeah, and here Kitakyushu, it's really turning here into our main steel and coal city. Where are the coal mines actually? It's just too steamy around here already. What is the province with the coal, no? Yeah. Maybe not that dominant yet. Beautiful, anyways. Do we have still turmoil in Hokkaido? Yeah, a bit. But I guess with the growing share of the Japanese here, the turmoil is going down. The Ainu are being like marginalized in the end. And Sapporo is going to be also one of our beautiful Japanese cities. And up here, Sakhalin. Pretty densely populated, I would say, still. With a long railway line. Actually, we haven't been passing any laws recently, but is there anything to do right now? Poor laws, maybe. What would this change in the end? Welfare payments, political strength when receiving, yeah, but we don't have any big problem with this. However, this could be still a thing to do. Everybody kind of supports it, so yeah. Let's do some first steps of social security in here. Do we have, yeah, actually we do have some more radicals, but I guess they're mostly here in Ainu, maybe the Chinese and so on. And the trade unions are getting slowly active. And maybe as for the suffering of the Japanese people in the last war versus the Chinese, let's start to get some poor laws out. Yeah, this, I think it's fine. Small arms turn expensive. Okay. But I think we can still... Oh, no, come on. do something about it, or is everything on repeaters already? We put everything on repeater already, but we could consider... No. The French also want a trade agreement, so we have already trade agreements with the... They're battling a little bit for our sympathy. Let's have a quick look. Trade routes. Which will save? Yeah, it's just 3 of them. We do have the trade agreement with the Germans and the British. But since we're diplomatically not really aligned yet, would love to... Yeah, let's get it out. So we have the flexibility, even if I really don't like the French over here. And the North German Federation is inviting us in their customs union. Interesting. So economic imperialism, maybe that's what they... Yeah, that's their thing. Actually, they have a new king, Oscar von Hohenzollern. Okay. Interesting man, rural folk, expensive taste, persistent, extravagant. Okay, kind of a weirdo. I don't know, I've never heard from Oscar. So, but welcome here. But definitely no, we're not going into the North German Customs Union, no way. Even this would be kind of impressive. This would make it for sure, including us, it would be the world's biggest, I guess. The Ottomans, Spain, Italy, Scandinavia, Germany, Japan, okay. What is the power ranking of the world powers actually at the moment? We had a look before. What are we searched? Yeah, we are behind all the Europeans and Brazil because of we're not being recognized, even though prestige is higher. So look, wow, with this GDP, we're already outperforming this. We're already rank 3 behind just the Brits. Before Russia, before France, before the United States, before the Heavenly Kingdom, before North Germany. Wow. So this is quite strong already in GDP where standard of living, yeah, there we're definitely not great. But that's okay. And population wise, we are, yeah, on rank. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Yeah, good development. So the Brits are by far, apparently including the British India, they're by far the strongest nation. Still. And we are losing our infamy, so we're halfway set for new aggression and expansion. So, but we still have the truce with the Koreans for 3 years, and that's probably when we go in and will expand over there. Alright, we got the reinforced concrete. By adding steel reinforcing bars or rebar to concrete structures can take advantage of steel's greater strength with only a modest increase in cost and weight. And we've got plus 15% construction sector throughput, so we build even faster. Beautiful. So which will, I think, now bring us back after the more military experiences we had. Will definitely bring us to some military research, and then maybe the monitor is what we need now. Yeah, we rely heavily on our ships and the navy, and the stronger and stronger they get, the better. 62 flotillas versus 248. Okay. Are the naval bases manned these days? That's the good question, because yeah, oh yeah. So let's actually, but then let's keep on extending them a bit. Yeah, definitely. We need more ships. Yeah, truly, we're going back in a little bit of a deficit, because I think with the throughput of the construction sectors, both, especially our throughput increased, so we also consume more production or construction goods. Therefore, also the capacity increased, and we're building more. But at the moment, we are quite strong economically. I think we can take the hit here for sure for a while. And wow, we also made kind of a jump in terms of standard of living. Houses of faith. The prospect of workhouses including religious instruction in their work has allowed the proposal of poor laws to gain favor with the Shinto monks. What is the difference between the man who is pursued by poverty to his own destruction and the ascetic who pursues poverty for the betterment of his soul? The answer surely lies not in the nature of material poverty, but in poverty of the spirit. This is the form of poverty that the workhouses most desperately need to alleviate. Alright, religious practices are key to the moral discipline the poor need. Interesting. Or moral principles can be instilled without the help of the Shinto monks. Let's have a quick look at the Shinto monks. Of course, they're marginalized, so maybe we want to a little bit back in. Yeah, because they grant some nice bonus, so I think we go for the first one. But before, we'll just check quickly how many animists we actually have. But it's, yeah, 110,000. That's almost close to nothing. So we will have these religious practices from the Shinto in there for sure, yeah. Let's see where they are going, if they're getting over the 5% again. And yeah, the poor laws are being on a good way to be passed soon. Yeah, looks like, okay, in the meantime also, they have a new president, the Americans. They have a southern planter, President Gabriel Winslow, who kind of sucked. There was Nevada left, I think, and they took Nevada also from the Mexicans. So this is over. Do they have a truce with them? No. Do they still have slavery in America? No, they banned it. Weirdly, they got a yeah, a slave owner, American Southern planters here as president. So yeah, maybe they reintroduce it. I don't know. The American Civil War is also an event that I sadly don't see that often in Victoria. I don't know. It's like when you do it right with the inner politics, it's easy to prevent, I feel like. I mean, it's nice for that it's sandbox, you know, but things can go like in different ways. But to some extent, I did enjoy some more script event-based things in Victoria 1, at least. I can't really remember 2. Where, for example, the 1848 uprising played a way bigger role in in Central Europe or in Italy, and which is basically not happening regularly here. But I think stuff like this will come with over time with more DLCs that will add up to the game. Unproductive trade routes, okay. French don't want any arms anymore. Sad. Let's just get them out. And let's see what we can do. Iron, oh wow. Okay, then let's take tons of iron from the French, the Germans, and the Brits. We have all trade agreements with them. Coal from Ecuador, why not? On the French, if we already do have the trade agreement. Engines, we're extending ourselves. Wood. From Vietnam, yeah. Some more. And then what can we sell? Oh, somebody's getting clippers now. Maybe are they building some coffee some more? To the Brits, to the Germans, to the French not. Okay. And some artillery to the Germans, the Brits. Yeah, this little bit money differences it's not really big. Could send some to the Heavenly Kingdom. Actually, it's 2 tanker cars. Okay, nothing special. Oh, didn't read it, but okay. And they ended their rivalry with the other Chinese. Okay, no, they didn't. Or the other way around. Okay. Who's Pontianak? Are here on in the British market. It is okay. It's a Borneo country that turned into a protectorate, I guess. Haven't really looked into this area so much. Singapore is still British, okay. And we introduced the poor law, which enables the social security institution. Yeah, this is like what you got a little bit of a warning here, which will lead to more tax waste because we're massively back in bureaucracy problems. Yeah, we do have the social security here now. Getting the tramps and hobos off our streets and into the workhouses is well worth the cost. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. We're not gonna go way further here, but we're lacking tons of bureaucracy now. And actually, I'm like rethinking if I maybe should not go for the monitors right away, but rather, well, is there anything we need? Central planning is probably, yeah. Ooh, this is about way to go. Alright, so I guess no, we cannot keep the monitors, but the way to handle this is just by extending massively our government buildings. I don't see another big chance for this. I mean, we have been doing this anyways. Edo has no problems anymore. Or is it Edo? So on the capital, I think you always get a bonus on the bureaucracy, so let's extend here. And we'll see where this is going. Alright, actually, I think this is also, once again, a good stop, since we introduced the poor laws. We saw another, like, lot of stuff going on this episode, and yeah, that's it for this time. So once again, if you liked it, please leave me a like and a subscription, and let me know what you think. Where shall we go next? We have 2 years more until we can finish our truce with the Russians, the Koreans, and the Qing, and we will definitely, I think, expand further into Manchuria or Korea, because this is the, yeah, we have to secure it before others go in. And then we'll see where it takes us. So yeah, let me know what you think. Hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.